Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Monsier. So I come to you today to continue this discussion. For today, I feel like I felt like my cup was. Someday we look at life as a cup as half empty. Sometimes we look at a life as half full. And today I felt like I was waking up at 8 o'clock in the morning by like machine in the garden. They were like cutting trees, and it's like with negative thoughts in my head. It took me quite a few hours to return to a stable position. So I felt like this glass was half empty today, and but in many sense I feel like even if for what I have is a vision, is a dream, and I have the hope to see it realized. Yet I've had this dream and vision for decades, and it's like I feel sometimes the outside world does not reflect that. It's like going through a desert, and financial desert, and a social, sentimental, professional. It's like so I have to be patient. For Spirit says that everything can change in a blink of an eye. So it's like everything. Life is always changing. So anything can change at any time. And so I feel like I have gratitude. I have my health. For there are millions of people that are suffering in hospitals around the world. We send them love and light and healing energy so they can tune in to their frequency and return to the state of health. There are millions of people that have to eat out of garbage, and it's completely intolerable to live in a world with so much riches and like so many people have nothing. So all of that will change. There's so much that needs to be changed, and they said that there is a great deal of awakening that is going on right now, and half of the population came to participate, and billions of people came to participate in this ascension, but there are only a few millions of them that are awakened to this potential. The rest of them do not want to wake up. They are asleep in their comfort zone, but they have to wake up in order to make the ascension potential and manifest. We want to become master of the third, fourth, and fifth dimension. So it means ascending through the astral plane, leaving the world of form in order to ascend into the connective realm of the heart. There's going to be, it has been prophesied that there's going to be an activation of the collective holograms through the gamma plasma ray of divine light. For now, we're seeking to activate this divine light within ourselves until the collective hologram is fully activated. For we are not becoming light beings, we always have been light beings that have manifested this encapsulation into physical form. Sometimes it is painful. Sometimes I feel I'm going to have to wait till my physical life will be ended to find the freedom I'm seeking, to find the reconnection. But Spirit says it is not the case. Things will happen while I live this life. I will find this integration. But the past has been difficult for everybody. For the life on the planet Earth is one of the most difficult experiences in the whole galaxy. There are millions, billions of planets in evolution. The Earth is one of the most difficult paths. But there is also where the greatest rewards will come as for eternal beings. For the standpoint of paradise, cause and effect are one. From here and now, or in 10 years from now, is just the same now. In 1,000 years or a million years, it's still now. It is only one. So sometimes we feel like we do not see the ins and outs. For some, I receive many messages constantly, but sometimes I don't understand. The message I receive in relationship to my life is so contrasted in relationship to what my physical reflection is right now. And Spirit says, well, you'll see, you're going to see it. Well, thanks, I'm going to see it. But they've been saying that for decades, and so it's like sometimes it feels like I'm looking forward to seeing that what you're talking about, because I'm not, maybe it's serving some parallel reality, but I'm not living in this parallel reality. So maybe I have to experience all that. For all us have meaning beyond our ability to comprehend. So it's about surrendering, letting go, forgiving all aspects of ourselves, and living in acceptance and forgiveness, both within and without, as much as possible. We are being assisted by the central race as well. The central race is the Avoner, is at the dawn of creation. God, in a flash of divineness, in a divine creative function, created this central universe of eternal perfection with 1 billion perfect world with perfect inhabitants, and this universe is like a buffer between the eternal paradise and the higher cosmic spheres. But since the universe was created, some of the Avoner, the inhabitants of the central universe, evolved towards paradise, towards the inner planes, and others have chosen to to expand into the universe, and so they're serving the universe. They are perfect beings, divine beings that are in assistance to the evolutionary creation of the outer planes. And so we want to connect to them for their great example, but they've never been challenged in any form of ways, because they've always been created perfect. And there is a great change of population that is happening because there is all the people that are ascending, the beings that are ascending from the universe on their way to paradise, and slowly but surely, because of the evolution of the central universe, there is a change in population in the central universe. We do not know what the future of the central universe will be, for there are those beings called the eternal of beings that are stationed on each of the 1 billion planets. But there is absolutely necessary, even in our present day and age, for them being here. So we do not know what the God reserved in the eternal future. So there's great mysteries will always be there. For I'm really looking forward to traverse this universe once again. It is a universe of ultimate perfection that is not evolutive. That is the model. Every universe, local universe, the temporal universe, were created from models that were taken from some of the models that were taken in this glorious creation. And so that's where the kingdom of God resides. It is the central universe that is different. That's what Jesus said. It's not from this world, the kingdom of heaven. Yet it is within ourselves. We can connect from it from within. It is not always easy to access it, but it is really what we're working towards. We want to be as straight, as impeccable as possible, because we are represented as light workers of the spirit world, of the galactic family. So we want to show the light, the highest light. We want to be as much of a model as possible. We're working towards this alignment. And we want to work with the violet fire, allowing ourselves to be consumed with violet fire. Once the violet fire has done its work, it is turned into white light. There is no more. When there is no more anything to transfer. But in the meantime, we want to ignite and let ourselves be consumed within this violet fire. We want to send it to other people. We want to send it to the world. We want to send it to the planet. We want to englobe the planet in this violet fire. It assists the world in its transmutation. So I'm going to pull a few cards. I've taken a lot of notes, but some of them, because I've been starting to watch TV to observe the world, how the physical world, and it's very low consciousness. There's a lot of things that are very low consciousness still. What most people are interested in is really no longer, when you start your ascension, it becomes completely uninteresting. You don't even realize, you remember that you were interested in those things, but they don't hold anything. For everything is driven by desire, but as your desires elevate, you are seeking higher forms of entertainment. The highest wisdom for us today is the lessons and the good deeds. And so we want to learn our lessons and harvest the good deeds. It's about balancing things out. What we need to understand is Asia. Asia is this wonderful. Is the place, the land of happiness from the Greek standpoint. It was ruled by Saturn, but here it is the Buddha, it's Samadhi, it's the Shiva and Shakti, the reunification of the crown, and it's about finding this realm of serenity, lucidity beyond, to elevate ourselves to the space of lucidity. What we need to do is the vessels, is to move into new adventure for life. The desire of life should propel us into new adventure. We are looking forward to this liberation. And the outcome is the knighthood. It's about being strong. It's about being courageous. It's about defending our value, defending our principle, being ourselves. So I hope this message resonated with you. I wanted to say every culture is on a different level of evolution on the earth, where every culture is not equal. But we're all working towards this golden age where we'll be developing true civilization. We're not really civilized. In France, we're selling a lot of weapons into the world, like military weapons. But in the media, they say, well, those weapons are sold, but they won't hurt anybody because they're good weapons. They're just business, but it's not going to hurt anybody. It's just business. We don't hurt anybody with our weapons. They don't realize the cause and effect. I'm all for business, but there are certain businesses that are providing well-being and other businesses that are destroying life. So we're gonna have to become responsible because murder has been against the law since the dawn of time, the law of Moses: "You shall not kill." But then war is mass murder. Huh? There is no justification for freedom and truth and beauty. We're gonna create wars, and so for business, for money, we're gonna create wars, and that's gonna serve the highest good. It does not work like that. It's just the only justification for war is to defend yourself if you attack, but if you're not attacked, there is no justification for war. So we all came here as peacemaker in many sense, and yet to be tolerable of the program, but yet we have to let go of all forms of violence and aggression and all those things. We have to become benevolent beings. It is very important as a society, as a civilization. For I'm not criticizing the world. I'm just expressing ideas, and it's not even. It's just because maybe I'm being a little shaken up today. I feel like all those contrasts are just hitting me stronger than you would usually those days where I feel like I'm completely in peace, and I just allow that to happen and unfold as knowing that everything will find a resolution because it is the plan of God. Everything is infinitely perfect as it is. So we want to be in loving acceptance, in total forgiveness, within and without. I'm hoping to return to the world very soon to be able to start living. I feel I've been exiled here. It's like I have no social life, no professional life, no romantic life. Everything is like the only thing. But I'm grateful that I have my art. So it's like at least I can continue to create. And so, but I'm hoping to be able to bring it into the world. It's already a great blessing, and so I thank God for that. I also wanted to discuss the idea that for those who believe in reincarnation, everything happens it's a fourth dimensional reality, a samsara, where we reincarnate, but reincarnate through times. It's very rare that we have incarnation that overlap over one another. We complete one life, we go, we review our life, and then we take for another one. So, but there can be fifth dimensional reality or sixth dimensional where we have more than one life at the time. Depends on our soul plan, but usually it's one experience at the time, and we've had a wide range, and we want to draw on all those different personas that we took, the positive aspect of those personas, and balance out the negative personas of all those many experiences we had in the past life. For life is a stage. Life is just a stage. It's Heraclitus, the first one who brought that up, and then Shakespeare just went on in the truth discussing this. In the Truth by God, God explains that God is the producer, is the theater, is the producer of the show, is the director of the show. He writes all the scripts, he plays all the role, the good guy, the bad guy, the main character, the secondary character, everything is been. God plays all the stage. There is the presence of dark and light that are opposing themselves in this sphere of duality. But in essence, we want to become the creator and the producer of our life, understanding that we have to write. We become the writer of our script, for it is always God, for there is only God in truth. There is the ego is an illusion, but we want to be more conscious and move into a role that is more adapted. We can play on this stage of life the highest role we can, the more enlightened, the more fulfilled, the more joyful role we can. And to assume the responsibility of our creation in order to transform it. For there is a great deal of re-emergence of the story of the Templars and the Holy Grail and the King Arthur. For I lived in America for many years, and all the people that you ask about that believe in reincarnation, 99% will tell you, well, I was the King Arthur. So it's like millions of thousands of people have been King Arthur in their past life. So it's not necessary, it's fueling the collective imagination, but it's not necessary because you think you were somebody that you were. The revelation will come, yet there is only one collective soul. So you have been everything and everyone in the past through this unity consciousness. Yet we've had those linear sequential equation that we've planned very carefully to lead us to this point of ascension. And so, but there is great. There is the re-emergence of those energies of the King Arthur and the Holy Grail and the Knight Templars. All those things are like this round table. For there needs to be a re-evaluation of the situation of the world. For the world, the planet can no longer wait. There is a removal. The company of heaven has to remove the few families, the few groups that are the dark souls that are creating the problems for everybody. So it is like it's what the challenge lies, but it's very it is part of what needs to be done in order for the planet to continue its evolution. There is a merge right now that has been announced between the energy of the Christ and the energies of the Buddha. For they will merge and become one within. It has to become one in order to. For old religions will be dissolved. There is only going to be only one religion: love and brotherhood, sisterhood, in the respect of all life. So that's the future religion, will be the religion of love. For most religions, there is a lot of people that are very sincere and very useful and very powerful light workers in every religion. But on the top of the pyramid, there's been a misdirection because of political power that have been used, and we're going to come to understand all kinds of miscreation that were created by religions. And so it's about accepting, reconnecting to this energy of love in order to fuse all the energies and not to use the excuse of the past. So something I'm trying also not to do is to sometimes say, well, I'm doing this and I feel very like that because of my past and everything. So it's like it's a challenge to let go of this. To let go of the challenges of the past. So the card for the day is the Page of Michael, honest, perspicace, critical, brusque. A new challenge is awaiting you. You have everything to succeed. Study carefully all contracts or documents. So here it is someone that's like on a beach and is playing with the wind. He's got the owl, which is the wisdom that can guide him. Yet the wind is not controlling the wind, but is controlling his apparatus here, and so it's about being as much to understand that we are given challenge because we have the means by which to solve the challenges. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm gonna the paintings behind me. This is part of painting of 30 paintings from the I Ching. For it should be 64, but I only did the first part. 30 paintings. They will be shown. I have 30 paintings, same format. I will be shown. They're like 4 meters by 8 meters, all 30 paintings, and then the 32 paintings to complete the second part of the I Ching. I will do on larger format if I can. It's about the hexagram. This is about the hexagram number 2, the receptive, the Earth. It's 6 broken lines, and this is a cosmic painting about the great central suns and the family of light, or the families of stars. And so I'm going to sing a song about the ephemeral aspect of light. It's a French song about everything is always in transition, everything is changing. It's about on the same subject as Dust in the Wind of Kansas, but this is a French song. It's called Mon Ami la Rose. On est bien peu de choses, et mon ami la rose me l'a dit ce matin. À l'aurore je suis né, baptisé de rosée, je me suis épanouie, heureuse et amoureuse, au rayon du soleil, je me suis fermé la nuit, je me suis réveillée vieille. Pourtant j'étais très belle, oui j'étais la plus belle des fleurs de ton jardin. On est bien peu de choses, et mon ami la rose me l'a dit ce matin. Vois le Dieu qui m'a faite, me fait courber la tête, et je sens que je tombe, et je sens que je tombe, mon cœur est presque nu, j'ai le pied dans la tombe, déjà je ne suis plus. Tu m'admirais hier, et je serai poussière pour toujours demain. On est bien peu de choses, et mon amie la rose est morte ce matin. La lune cette nuit a veillé mon ami, moi en rêve je l'ai vue, éblouissante et nue, son âme qui dansait et qui me souriait, éblouissante et nue. Crois celui qui peut croire, moi j'ai besoin d'espoir, sinon je ne suis rien. Ou bien si peu de choses, c'est mon ami la rose qui l'a dit hier matin. Thank you very much for sticking till the end. So, story of this rose that's like no matter how beautiful the rose is, it is born in one day and will die the next day. And at the end, she says, "Without hope, I am nothing. And believe who can believe, but I need hope." It is the rose who said that told me yesterday. Well, thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day. I hope tomorrow to come back with my glass half full, although today my glass was half empty. I hope to fill it up to the brim and to come back to you. Thank you very much. Namaste.